Next, we're going to set up collision on our chair objects. So let's go back into the props folder, over to the SM_chair. Click on that, right click, and let's duplicate that. You can go ahead and leave it as a chair 1. And double click on that, and we will open up our chair, drag it up here, get rid of our rock. Show our simple collision. Just went up here. Check that off. And as you can see, the chair has collision attached to it, but it's pretty basic. And again, this should work. Let's go back over to our level and drag our chair in here. F key to center on it, and Alt key, left mouse button to swivel, just as a reminder. And we can see here that our chair has the collision set up on it. The problem with it, though, this is fine if it's a game character and you just want it to be able to bump into it and have some simple collision. But if you're doing a cinematic or any type of detailed animation, again, what's going to happen is it's not going to react accurately. Let's just go ahead and show that here. We'll click on play and grab our Sevarog character. Whoa. Get back in here. I want to move him over to the chair here. I don't know why when I hit the F key to frame him it's going way out there, but it's kind of weird. Okay, so he's on the chair, and as I drop him down to the chair, let's get really close in here and move to the side. You can see that his cloth is reacting perfectly to the collision shape that's attached to the chair. But this isn't good enough if we were going to do an animation. If we wanted that to go, say he was standing or sitting in the chair, he needs to be able to go down all the way to the flat part of the chair. So let's click stop here. So this is where we need to get into the shapes again and make a custom collision setting for this chair. So let's go up to collision. Let's remove our collision. And let's add a box simplified collision. We'll select it. Go up to our scale. And let's just make the seat. So I'm going to scale that like that. Make the sides come in a little closer. Okay, so we've got that pretty close to the seat cushion. And to have it really accurate, we're going to want to bring this down to where it's right on top of the seat. Otherwise, the clothing is going to look like it's floating on top of it. Let's do a Control W to duplicate the object. And let's rotate so we can use this one as the back of the chair. And again, it's okay if we overlap the other one. Okay, that looks pretty good there. Let's click on this one here, our first one. And we've got to bring this in a little bit because it's too long sticking out in the back. Move that forward. Okay, so we've got two pieces here, the back and then the seat cushion. Now with this seat cushion selected, let's do a Control W. And let's rotate this around like that. And what I'm doing now is I'm doing the arms. So I don't want the cloth to be able to... Now if I wanted it to get really detailed, I would do a section here for this, a section here down here, and a section down here, and just follow the contour of the, you know, of the chair. But for now, I just want to get it kind of as close as possible. But depending on your needs, you're going to want to take as much time as you need to do this. Something like that. Do another Control W to get the other side here. There, so we're going to have collision on the arms, the seat, the back. Let's stretch this out a little bit here so it works a little bit better. Okay, let's try that. Let's click Save, and we can see that in here, in our level, in our map, that we have those set up. Now let's click play and drag Sevarog over. Moving forward. And it looks like I have an issue here. Okay, I'm back. I've paused the video and now we're going to resume here because just previously, as you could see, we were having a problem with the collision and the cloth not going down on the chair correctly. I spent the last about 8 or 10 hours troubleshooting and trying all kinds of different variations and trying to figure out why this wasn't working the way it was working before. And then I suddenly realized after all that time and after I broke my brain that I was using the latest version of Unreal Engine 4.21, and maybe if I went back to 4.20 it might work. And sure enough, once I went back to 4.20, the prior version, it worked flawlessly. So let's take a look at that now. I just wanted to point that out. If you're having any issues and you are using 4.21, it seems like there's a bug that hasn't been fixed. And so let me go over here. The boxes here, the collision boxes that we created aren't working properly. So go back to 4.20 or 4.19 version of Unreal Engine and you should be good to go. So let's take a look. I've got this set up to simulate. So I'm going to hit play. We've got Sevarog and I'm going to go ahead and lower him down. And we can see that his cloth, his outfit, let me click on the skylight here, is draping around the chair really nicely. So if we move him forward, move him back, we can see that our cloth is, all those strips are draping around the armchair, the arm of the chair, the cushion, the seat back, and everything. It's working the way it should be working. So there you have it. That is how we do it for a chair or a more complex mesh or object. Is you just want to go in there and create your own little boxes to go around, and then simulate in here, and you'll have the cloth going around your object very nicely. And that's it for this video.